Hello, and welcome to today's Saturday Double Tap. And our first contract today, Punishment, set in Berlin and supplied to us by Shaco 1610. So on to our targets, as there is no briefing, and today we have 5 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the biker, and the only item we'll be bringing with us will be a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to get out of this rather comfy leather sofa. We're going to make our way out into the corridor, and behind us you can see a fire drum. And our first target is on patrol in the area, and he will be alerted by the noise, and when he goes over to investigate, we can set him alight and he will be nice and warm very briefly. So target 1 taken care of very quickly. We're going to make our way around and back into the wreck area while somebody goes and investigates the noise. We're going to pick up the propane cylinder, and we're going to swap this with the motorcycle keys and just place that where the keys were. We're going to get the second propane cylinder, and we are going to place this on the floor just by the carpeted area, just in front of the sofa we were sitting on. So now we're going to vacate the area rather quickly, as one of the ICA agents will be making their way into that room, which is why we went out the long way. We're going to make our way into the motor pool area while we wait for the body to be removed of our first target, who is being removed by one of our targets from the rec room. But that leaves us free and clear to pull out our silenced pistol. We're going to put a hole in the water drum, and then we're going to turn on the car battery charger, and the water drum leaking will get the attention of our next target, currently working on what looks like a motorcycle from GTA 5. And when he goes to investigate, he will step in the electrified puddle. And we're going to make our way now back to the rec room, and we're just going to hide behind the pool table here for whichever agent this is. I can't remember who his name is, will leave. And our third and final target, or 5th target should I say, will make their way back into position and await his return. In the meantime, we're going to detonate both of the propane cylinders and get a 3-for-1 deal. Now unfortunately that will cause quite a lot of panic, and the first to arrive will be the ICA agent, who is an enforcer. I believe he's a super enforcer, so it doesn't matter what we're wearing. So when he goes into the rec room to investigate, we are now free and clear to make our way around to the awaiting motorcycle, and we can leave Berlin. So a very quick and easy challenge, this one. I probably took way longer than was necessary anyway. So we get confirmation all of our targets have been eliminated according to plan, and in turn that will gain us a silent assassin rating. So moving on to our next contract, and we are off to Miami. So for our second contract today, we are in Miami for Moses Wants Kronstadt Eliminated, and this contract has been supplied to us by Alt Eclipse. So moving on to our briefing, Moses Lee knows that without Kronstadt Industries, Sierra will be lost. eliminate them all. Good luck by Street Surgeon. And moving on to our targets, and today we have 10 of them, along with a free map. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as a medic, and we'll be bringing with us a lockpick and a silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, we're going to stop pretending we know how to use a computer, make our way into the storeroom, grab the lethal poison, and then we're going to lockpick our way into the medical cabinet on the wall and retrieve a lethal syringe. We're then going to select our silenced pistol and head out the back. We're going to take out the camera above the pit doors there. And then we're going to turn off the generator at the back of the medical facility. We're going to run around to the side door here and make our way inside. And when the doctor goes off to investigate, we will encounter our first target having a little bit of trouble. And we're going to help him out by curing all of his ills by adding our lethal poison to his bottle of water. And for the purposes of the video, as usual, we will be sticking around for the elimination. And when our target comes back and drinks his drink, he's going to find it very much not to his liking. Now the doctor is back in the room, but he has his mind occupied by his clipboard, so we have just enough time to run around to the side door, and in through the door we're going to take the driver's outfit, and then we're going to head into the Kronstadt pit area where we will encounter the rest of our targets. Now the first two are in the repair bay here, and they're having a conversation. And when that conversation is close to finishing, we're going to make our way into the corner, and the gentleman on the left will then join the gentleman on the right underneath the sports car or the racing car. There he goes. And once he's in position, we're going to pull out our silenced pistol and shoot the hydraulic system, which will drop the car on both of them. So at this point, you may have our next target discover the bodies immediately. If he does, you can just do the exact same thing to him. In this instance, he did not, so we're going to put a bullet into the fire barrel just outside of the pits, and when he comes to investigate that, we can then make him rather warm rather briefly. So 4 targets down, 6 more to go. We're going to make our way into the pit area, and once again utilizing a fire barrel, we're going to put 1 bullet into that, and that will attract the attention of one of our targets. Mostly it is this gentleman here, but occasionally it's the head mechanic. So once he's stood in the puddle, we're just going to quickly whip out our silenced pistol once again, and once again make someone rather warm rather briefly. So this will cause some panic, so we're going to make our way across the corridor and into the storeroom here where they keep all of the tires, and we're just going to wait for all of the panic to calm down and for everyone to go back to their usual routines. And when they do, we can then exit the area. We're just going to wait for the guard to remove the body there, and then we're going to make our way over to the far end of the corridor here, and in the distance you can see a propane cylinder. We're going to quickly put 2 rounds into that cylinder, and as you saw, my game did stutter there. My PlayStation 4 is in a lot of trouble. So that should take care of another 2 targets, and once again we're just going to wait in the tire storage area while we wait for the bodies to be cleaned away. and we just have the chief mechanic left in the area. 2 of our targets have now gone down to the pit locker rooms, so we will deal with them momentarily. So once the guard has made his way out of the area, we're just going to jab the chief mechanic with our syringe, and she will go down rather gracefully. We're going to make our way over to the corridor, and we're going to take out the surveillance system in the corridor before returning to the tire storage room, retrieving a propane cylinder, and we can now safely make our way downstairs and into the pit locker area. Now, unfortunately, the guard cleaning up the bodies has just returned and has found 1 extra body. So while he's off investigating that, we're going to make our way out of the pits, down into the pit locker room, and our final 2 targets, and we're going to be a little bit less subtle about these 2. So one of them's just coming back from the shower area, and we're just going to bonk him on the head, bonk his mate on the head, drop our propane cylinder next to them, and move a safe distance, pull out our silenced pistol, and give them both a very brief flying lesson. And that guy did not stick the landing. So all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and the nearest available safe exit is the main entrance, and we do have 1 enforcer to avoid, but we have plenty of crowds to hide in, and once he goes past, we can then make a beeline for the main road. So there we go, 2 more contracts taken care of for our Saturday double tap, and in a moment we will get confirmation all 10 of our targets have been eliminated according to plan. We had no objectives to worry about this time round, so we get our silent assassin rating. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.